Atlas Mountains. Morocco CNN. Khadija Ait Si Ali was just starting to rebuild her life when the earthquake struck her husband in a car accident 7 months ago. They had been married for less than a year and she was 5 months pregnant. I was planning to start looking for a job in 2 or 3 months, he told CNN as he stood under the rubble of Tinzert, a small village in the Atlas Mountains that was destroyed by last Friday's earthquake. But now I need a home. Ait Si Ali and her 3-month-old baby have few options for help. Everyone here is dealing with their own circumstances. My mother lost her house. Everyone in my family lost their homes. My husband's family's house was almost destroyed, said the 26-year-old man. This is a common story in this remote and rugged part of Morocco. Most people here live where they were born, where their ancestors have lived for centuries. Family is never too far away. When the devastating earthquake hit the region, people's vital support networks collapsed along with everything else. The sheer number of people who lost their homes means that a full week after the disaster, many are still without shelter, surviving in the open air under makeshift tents made from blankets or scraps of tarp. As winter approaches these mountainous villages, recovery and reconstruction work must begin as soon as possible. Amal Zniber is director of education charity Amis Des Écoles in Morocco and has spent the past week distributing aid to region. He said there was now enough food and water thanks to the generosity of people from across the country. But wastage had become a problem. We need to find ways to get rid of waste and how we can best provide kitchen, toilet, shower sleeping arrangements that are compatible with local culture and traditions, Zniber told CNN. Abdu Brahim and his wife Hanan Ait Brahim are sorting the belongings they took from the rubble of their house where their 7-year-old daughter, in the village of Tafeghaghte, about an hour and a half southwest of Marrakech. Abdu Brahim told CNN his family was still trying to find ways to stay warm and dry. We need a tent and something to cook with. In the morning the dew makes everything wet. I need a tent for my children and my father. He is very old, she said. Abdu Brahim and his wife, Hanan Ait Brahim, have spent the last few days combing through the rubble that used to be their home. Their 7-year-old daughter, aunt, her uncle and cousin who lived next door lost their lives in the earthquake. The couple gathered their dusty, damaged belongings into piles and tried to salvage whatever they could from the rubble. Clothes and shoes, kitchen utensils, blankets and mattresses. I am trying to organize everything to see what we have and what we need, Hanan Ait said. They worked quietly, methodically. At one point, Hanan Ait came across her daughter's pencils and chalks and tears began to flow from her eyes. In this community of 500 people, 51 people who in earthq